Hi, I thought I'd introduce myself on our About page rather than write reams and reams of stuff that actually you as a working mum really do not have the time to sit and read. I'd talk to you directly. I'm Bev Hepting, and I have set up with my daughter the site called Just Love Yourself. There's a bit of a history to Just Love Yourself. Like yourself, I was a working mum. I worked very hard while the children were growing up. I had to, couldn't afford not to. That's not to say I didn't really enjoy it. I loved what I did. I worked in the community, I worked with people, and I rose to quite a high level in the work I was doing. I was constantly exhausted. I never looked like a supermodel. I never had the time to look like a supermodel while I was running around dropping kids off at childcare and going to work and doing a great job and coming home and then tidying up and doing the dinner and all those things we do. Now, I had a very supportive husband, and I'm sure you do too, but somehow it still always falls on the woman to do the chores. And I don't know why it does, but it does. And if you're on your own, that's even worse. I had 2 years as a single mum and it was tough. And I know how tough it is for you out there. Now, roll forward a few years and I wanted to do something for myself. I wanted, after the children had left home, to ease back a bit and run my own business. So I did lots of training. I learned how to do coaching. I became an NLP master practitioner. I took other qualifications in the work I was doing in terms of working with communities and people. And I also delved harder into the whole spiritual aspect of my life. And I started setting up businesses. I became a real serial entrepreneur. I dipped in here and dabbled out there. I used to run a market stall selling the products I now sell online. I would do life coaching, even though I hated the term. I did so many things. And my children, well, my eldest then had children of her own, so I became a grandmother. And the funny thing is, as a working grandmother, I find life isn't much easier as a working mother. I now just have a daughter and grandson to deal with and help out. So I was thrilled, absolutely thrilled, when my eldest decided that after being a bit of a stay-at-home mum, she wanted to do something for herself. So we set about bringing together everything I do. Now, Emily, my eldest, loves the whole retail industry. She loved the products we sold. They were pure, they had no harmful chemicals in, they were great for the kids, they were great for her. She had a skin problem. And so we decided that we would bring it together and bring back Just Love Yourself, but retail online rather than run around trying to do things when we still had children and grandchildren to deal with. So I had a whole new set of lessons to learn, which I did. I also wanted to continue doing some of the life coaching that I was doing. And life coaching is such a negative term. It's really about creating a work-life balance for yourself and organising the life so that you can do the things you want to do. And I wanted to create a programme that would help people the way I had been helped, which I did. So that's all part of Just Love Yourself. And I also wanted to bring my spiritual beliefs if you needed them. Now, the thing is about Just Love Yourself, I know that most working women do not have time to have their hair and makeup done every morning before they go to work. I know it's a dash. You have very little time in the day. Yes, you would love to join a gym and become a size 10. You don't have the time. You're too busy running around, grabbing food when you can. So this site is a one-stop shop just for you. This site doesn't mean you have to pay hundreds and thousands of pounds for a coach. You don't have to go to the gym. It gives you a space to do what you need to do. It's saying to you, buy beautiful products and have a spa experience at home. Take an hour for yourself, or half a day, or a day, however much you can fit in just for you. Here are the resources for you to help you balance your life. Here are the things that will help you become less stressed, less tired, and be able to actually put you in the middle of this life that you balance and you manage. Because the last person we think about as working mums is us. And you just have to love yourself in order to love your family and your friends and your co-workers and everyone around you. And you just have to learn to have the confidence and the self-esteem to know you're okay, you're doing it right. So explore the site, talk to us, let us know what else you may need. Let us help you. Because whilst, yes, we are still earning a living, we want to support all you working mums out there the way we got supported, myself and my daughter, through life. We know where you are, we know where you've been, and we know where you're going. So join up, get yourself on the newsletter list, get 20% off your first order, get yourself, plan it in your diary, have half a day with you, the bathroom, and every pampering product you can find. We will even give you the recipes in order to make your own if that helps. So carry on, be a great person, do everything you want to do, but learn how to balance it and have a great life and just love yourself.